welcome back to our channel. I'm Fatimah.
And I'm Janay.
And today we are doing a video on books that we will not pick up again because life is too short, and if I don't want to read it, I ain't going to read it. So, Kip, do you want to start? Give me a book that just like, I'm not going to pick it up because like,
okay, I got one. I came prepared. So, so this first one that I'm going to start with, I actually won. It was a Goodreads giveaway. I didn't win a physical copy. I got like the Kindle. They were giving it the Kindle edition. This was this last summer? Okay. It's You Had Me At Ola by Alexis Daria. So I bought it up on my iPad. So the cover is gorgeous. But so let me just give you a quick summary of what the book is supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about this Latina like telenovela star, and she kind of is having a hard time after she had this like big breakup with this other popular like Latino star or whatever. So everybody, like, her business is just all out there. So she isn't really doing too well in like castings and stuff like that. So there's also another guy. He's a big telenovela star, and they both get cast into this new telenovela show that will both potentially like help their careers. And I was like, oh, I want to love this. Like, I like telenovelas. They're so good. That's what I'm thinking in my head. And I'm like, okay, yeah, I can't wait to read this, And then I'm reading, and it's that third person. It's written in third person. And
we know how you feel about third person.
You know how I feel about the third person. It's written in third person. And I'm like, all right, let me just keep going. Then it's just, where is the chemistry? Like, all of a sudden, it's like not instant romancy, but it's just like y'all had two encounters, and then what? I don't get it. It wasn't it for me. I think I stopped at maybe page 100 or so. I couldn't keep going. I said, this is it. I wanted to, like, I really wanted to love it because I'm like, oh, okay, get a little Spanish culture in there. Telenovela, we all like the telenovelas. So I was like, oh, yeah. But the only cool thing was that, like, you get to see, like, the behind the scenes, like, of, like, making a TV show, like, in the casting, everything like that. That was cool. But other than that, I won't be finishing it.
Damn, that sounded very Chloe Brown-ish. So if y'all haven't watched the Chloe Brown video, go on and watch that, and you'll see why Janay doesn't like third-person books.
Yes. So what do you have picked out today?
This book, there's mixed feelings about it across the book realm. I don't understand how it has 4 stars on Goodreads, but there's a bunch of people who agree with me.
Oh my gosh.
All the Ugly and Wonderful Things by Brian Greenwood. I tried. I really did. But I am not into child-adult relationships. Sorry. I don't care how much of a love story it's supposed to be. So, Kip, have you read this?
No. And you said child-adult relationships. What?
So it's about this girl, Wavy, who, don't ask me why I remember these names, even though I read this like 2 years ago. She's this child. She's like 8 years old when the book starts. And her parents are, I guess you could say she lives in an abusive household. Her mom just like fills her head with all this crap about how germs are everywhere, even the germs on yourself and the germs you eat. So she has trouble like eating in front of people. And she has a little brother who she also takes care of. And it's just a very awful home life. And she meets this guy, 15 years her senior, who's like, I think he's a drug runner for her dad. And somehow, some way, they fall into like this. In the beginning, it's supposed to be a bond. Like, she's supposed to just want to be around someone who treats her well, I guess. But then there was a kiss. And then it fast forwards some, and she's 14, and he's still 15 years older than her. And there's a sexual encounter, and I said, no more. I can't do it. And I was like 50% through. Like, even if I go on my iPad right now, I'm pretty sure it says like 50 to 52% or something like that. I'm not into that, okay? I don't care about how much of a love story it's supposed to be. No. She's a child. And I'm pretty sure, you know what? I read the rest of it, the summary of it, and he goes to jail for having sex with a minor. She was 14. He was, 29? Nah.
Oh my God. This story, every aspect of what you told me is wrong. It's so wrong. Like, I heard drug runner.
It wasn't it. I'm telling you right now. Don't pick it up. It wasn't it.
Oh my gosh. This was too much, this story. I don't even know. Ooh. How did you even get to pick this up? What made you...
I don't know. Somebody recommended it. I said, I'm not talking to you anymore. Just kidding. Just kidding. But yeah, somebody recommended it. And I told her, don't ever recommend a book to me again. And that was it. I'm not picking it back up. So...
Okay.
What do you have for us?
My next one I have for you guys. Would it be considered a classic? No, I don't think so. Maybe like a modern classic? I don't know. Okay. It's Truman Capote, Breakfast at Tiffany's. Okay. So I don't know how all of a sudden I was just like, one day I was like, I want to read it. It's a novella. I feel like a lot of people have seen the movie. And I'm like, okay, so let me just like read the novella really quickly. I just, tried it. Random things. You just pick it up. Short. Yeah, it's like random. So I get it like on Amazon, whatever. Not that I don't know if I had it physical, whatever. So I pick it up. I start reading. What's her name? I forgot the main character's name. Whatever her name is. She, I forgot her, that's how bad the book was. I will literally rate this book 1 star. This lady, she's supposed to be like some eccentric character, and she's living in New York, and I feel like Tiffanys was mentioned once, maybe twice in the whole novella. I don't get it. Why does she like to go stand outside Tiffanys and eat her bagels? She's just supposed to be, I don't know what she's doing in New York. Like, she spends time with the book's narrated by her neighbor. But like, I don't understand what's going on in the book. Like, I don't understand the plot. Does it have a plot? I don't think so. And then then I think I stopped on it was a struggle to read this 100-page novella. And then I had to stop. Like I said, I can't do anymore at page like 60 something. I think there was like, this book is written during a time when, like, it was just racism everywhere. But like, I think that she mentioned something about like Black children. And I just said, it's okay. Let me just take you to the trash now. Good. I was just like, what is this? Why do so many people love this book? It has like a good rating on Goodreads. It's like at least like a 4 point something and up. And I'm just confused as to where. Are we reading the same thing? I don't know.
Sorry.
But I will not re-pick up this and try to understand. Holly, that's her name. Holly, I will not retry to understand her at all. She's for the streets.
And even if you said it's like 40 pages left, who cares? Because we already said, if we don't want to finish it, life is too short, guys. Don't finish it if you don't want to finish it.
Yeah.
All right.
So what's your next one?
I might get dragged for this one. I'm not sure. Pride and Prejudice. I'm sorry. And you know what? I like Jane Austen. I really do. Like, Emma is one of my favorite books. Okay? I could not finish this goddamn book. I'm sorry. It was so dense. It was so slow. And I'm like, Jane, my good sis, what are you doing? Like,
wait, Pride and Prejudice?
Of it.
What's this? Give me a quick summary. Pride and Prejudice. Was this?
Oh my God.
Was this the one with Darcy in it?
Girl, yes.
Oh.
And you know what? The overall plot of it is really good. Like, she has these siblings. Look, she has the siblings, and she's supposed to. I can't even explain it. Just go watch the movie, because that one was good. All right, that after I watched the movie, I was like, I'm not reading that book. I'm sorry. It was like, I understood exactly what the plot was supposed to be. It wasn't dragging. I was intrigued. And the movie was like over 2 hours, I think, because the book is long. And I'm not mad at it. Okay? And I don't feel bad about it because there's a movie and it gave me what I needed. Yes.
Oh
so, Kip, I don't think you should read it. I know you. I don't think you should read it.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so
that's hilarious. I've seen so many different like me. That's the only reason why I haven't read Pride and Prejudice, but the only reason why I know about Darcy is because I've seen so many memes about like about Darcy, about Mr. Darcy, and like I've seen like related things like related to like a potato or something like that. I don't know. Is that the same? I don't know. A potato? Maybe it's just me. Okay, whatever. All right.
Alright, what's next?
So my next book, my last book, I don't know if I'm gonna get dragged, but this one is Sarah J. Maas, A Court of Thorns and Roses. So I know you're not into the fantasy, Kip. But
shit, girl, let me just sit back and listen.
So listen, this one I think it's supposed to be like a Beauty and a Beast kind of like retelling kind of thing. So there's this girl, like this, she's like a fae or she's like some kind of like fae kind of thing, and she basically like she was like hunting in the woods for food for her family, and then she like shoots and kills like this like wolf or something like that. Looks like a wolf, like an animal, but it winds up being this like other creature or whatever. And like if you wind up killing this other like that creature, you have to like serve, like you get like stuff with the creature. You have to go kind of like, you know, Beauty and the Beast, that kind of thing. Like she had to go live with him. Whatever. Yeah. So that's how it was. I read like 10 pages of it, and it's pretty thick. It's like 450 pages or so. 450 pages. I'm lying. It's 400. What's wrong? I'm looking at like the extra stuff at the end. Anyway, so yeah, it's like 400 pages, and I was just like, I don't know. I only bought this book just because a lot of people say, oh, if you like reading fantasy, then like try Sarah J. Maas. And I don't know. Usually I would have probably been into it, but I'm like, it didn't really keep my attention. Or maybe at the time when I picked it up, like I was busy. So maybe sometimes like I wasn't really into it because of, you know, everything else I had going on. But maybe I might pick it up again. Possibly. We'll see. I don't think so. Yeah. That was my last book.
All right. My last book that I have. Ali Wong, Dear Girls.
Your Girl?
Wong, Dear Girls.
Dear Girls. Okay.
Yeah. So Ali Wong is a comedian, and she writes this book as a letter to her daughters about like her life, and like things that she's done, and it's supposed to be done in like a comedic way. I didn't find it funny. And maybe it was just like her sense of humor, how she sexualizes everything, which like I usually don't have a problem with. Like I'm like, girl, talk about what you want to talk about. But like I didn't find it funny. I was just like, okay, all right, that's cool. And I wouldn't call it dry humor either, because like usually I'm just not into dry humor, but I don't even think this was dry humor. It just wasn't funny. So yeah, I don't even have a lot to say about it. I stopped. I at least got like halfway before I was just like, all right, we're gonna put it down. And it is what it is. So there are some other like really funny comedic autobiographies and all of that stuff. This just for me wasn't one of them.
Interesting. Have you like she doesn't do like stand-up comedy either?
Yeah, she does stand-up.
Oh, have you watched her stand-up?
I went to watch one after because I was like, is it just the book or is it her? So I went and I watched one of the stand-ups and I was like, Nah, it's her. I'm sorry. It's her. I just didn't find it funny. And I'm like, and I wanted to support like really bad because I'm like, oh, she's an Asian American and I think her parents are immigrants and she's really talking about like the Asian American experience and some of it. And I'm like, oh, I want to support her. And then I'm like, but it's not funny. So to me, it's not funny to me. But it has good like stars on Goodreads. So like obviously people found it funny. And someone on our BookTube commented about it or posted about it on their page, and they found it really funny and they thought it was a great book. So I'm glad it's getting support. It's just for me, I put it down, and I'm probably not gonna pick it back.
Oh my gosh. I'm sad you didn't like it. Well, was like her story good though? Like the story like of her like her life, like, you know, explaining it, or it was just.
I mean, it was told through like different scenes, like How I Met Your Father. What else? I went to this wedding, like those kind of things. So it wasn't like an overall. It was just like, oh, this is what happened at this time. You know. So,
yeah.
I'm not mad at it. So
okay. Well, I think that wraps everything up for books that we probably won't pick up again. Let us know any books that you guys either stopped in the middle of, or but you know, other books that you probably won't finish. So leave those in the comments, give us a like, and we will see you soon in our next video. Bye guys.